it. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Huxley Motorsport YouTube channel. So start off on a high for this video, a bit of a personal high. So for me, I have actually been going to Slimming World because I got to a point where I wasn't happy with where my body was going, my weight and stuff like that. So main reason why is to make myself feel better in myself, but also make the car go faster. So but no, in all fairness, we were getting a bit tight. I was getting a bit tight in the race car, and I can't make that race car any like wider. It's a lanky giraffe guy in a tiny little ashtray Corolla. So that's my own problem, you know. But so yeah, I'm down over a stone now, in just over 6 weeks. So I'm proper buzzing about that, and I couldn't have done it without my girlfriend Chloe. So massive thank you for her support and just keeping on top of me and making sure I don't go off the rail with food and stuff like that. And I've just been feeling so much better in myself. But before I go any further with that, I just want to shout it out that don't be shy, go in Slimming World, no matter what age you are. If it makes you feel better, it's definitely worth doing. Right, let's get into this video. Now, we're going to be speaking about the brown Corolla. Now it's come on a bit further. And the reason why we're getting into the Corolla and making it a bit more show ready is because we have a new sponsor on board. So we've partnered up with Artec Welding. This is their brand new, well, I haven't opened it yet, but this is their brand new TIG welder that they want me to try out and see what I think of it and go from there. So I'm going to get into opening this, and then we will go into what's the plan with the Corolla, getting it ready for the show. We are having some stickers made. Artec Welding is going to be going on the roof because the roof of this car isn't the straightest because where it was in a storage unit before, someone broke in and jumped across the car, and I got most of it out with hammer and dolly, but I just didn't want to load the roof and filler. So I'm going to stick a big logo on the roof, and we're also having Tall Toby's logo on the side here as well, ready for the show. So big thanks to Toby for getting that done. The interior looks absolutely awesome now with all the seats in, if no one's ever seen the seats. So yeah, like proper buzzing about it. It just looks so trick inside now, and it's really where I wanted it all along. So I mean, eventually we'll probably go get a digital dash or something and see if I can, we'll see. I mean, again, this car's way over budget what it was supposed to be doing, so it's kind of cost me a lot more than I anticipated, like any project does. So that's it. But anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. Let's get into opening boxes. Let's go into... I'd love to know what's in this box because it's absolutely so heavy. Alright, this looks like a lot of consumable parts. So, oh, okay. So that's a new earth clamp. There's also like a G clamp as well. I did see something like that on their website. A new pedal, which is like a wide boy, which is ideal for fat-feeted people like me and lanky people like me. We've also got a stick welding torch, the pipe for the gas, and the new torch. So that's all that, everything there. They did say they're going to give me a lightweight torch to try as well, because I've only used them heavy duty ones, which is fine, but when you're doing cage stuff it can get a bit tricky. So what else we got here? This is, oh yeah, so this is the actual gas bottle regulator as well. So they've actually been nice enough to get me one of them as well, which is really cool. So massive thanks to the guys at Artec for that. So yeah, that's really handy, especially if I go, because a lot of people that don't know, my first TIG welder was from Artec. I would assume probably late 2009. I used a guy called Dave Kale's Fabrication. I used his TIG welder and I really got on well with it, and that was an Artec one. And they used Dave as a prototype to see how he got on with it years ago. This is when Artec were kind of fairly new, or not very well known then. And Dave really recommended them, and I'll tell you what, they've looked after me over the years with my original one. But my original one is proper out of date now. Like when they told them which one I got, they were like, Jesus, we ain't even got parts for them anymore, really. But they can help me out if I want to keep that one going, so that's cool. So we've got all them bits, really handy. Now this actually says a mask. I didn't actually know they were sending me a new mask, which is helpful, because in other news we have a new lad coming on board, so that's really exciting for the business, and hopefully we can make it grow a bit better. So this is the True Colour technology welding helmet. So let's have a look at this. I have currently got quite an expensive helmet, but this might be, oh yeah, to be fair, this looks very similar. So yeah, check that out. It's metallic blue. It actually looks like a BMW blue. Big screen, got their logo on the top. It's actually quite nice and lightweight as well. So yeah, excited to try that. Actually, it looks very, very similar to the expensive one I bought. So that's really cool. So yeah, chuffed to bits with that. So massive thanks for Artec for that, because I wasn't expecting any of that. So yeah, we've got a welding mask as well, and we've got a lot of paperwork. I'll get some of that out. Boxing out of the way. Now, main item, the heaviest item known to man. So I'm guessing it's like a lid. Russ is looking at me all confused. I'll be able to play in this box, huh? So wow, check that out. It's like a proper insulated box. That's really cool. It gives it massive protection though. So this is their new TIG welder, and it looks pretty heavy duty. Heavy. So let's get this open. It's ready for it. This is because I've only got single phase in my workshop, so that was one thing I did mention to them, and they said that's not a problem. So that's good. So here's the unit. So it's a TIG 261 AC/DC. Looks very similar to my original one, but with all digital display and stuff. Now, technology is not my up game, so I will play around with it, but I'll obviously get advice from them if I get stuck. But it looks like it's actually going to be a similar size unit, so it actually might fit in my welding table I made. So that'll be massively handy. So yeah, I'll get that rigged up and get it all working and hopefully get used to it before we know it. So massive thanks for Artec for coming on board and supporting us throughout this season and in future projects with the race car and the brown car and the van and the trailer. Their name's going to be all over everything. So and we're also like I say, getting this ready for a show at the NEC. If you've never been to the show, apparently I haven't been to the show, so it's worth going. It's called the Classic and Restoration Show, which is in March, between March the 20th and the 22nd at the NEC in Birmingham. So the brown car is going to be going up there. Part of the reason why we've been getting it ready and smashing stuff out. Still waiting for a few bits like rear tyres. I've got something that I need your opinion on, and I'm not going to do it until you give me your opinion. So make sure you check out what I'm after, because I am so on the fence about doing this, and I really need someone's help to give me guidance. So again, big thanks to Artec for coming on board with all this and for all these quality bits, especially that like the helmet as well. That's really cool of them. Thanks very much for that. They've been so helpful over the phone, and they've also getting parts for my bead roller as well, because that's been playing up like an old electronic board's been playing up. So yeah, let's we'll get this rigged up and go from there. Right, so what I'm on about, so you need to help me decide if I'm going to do this or not, is do we go with mirrors? Now you just like might be on about what mirrors, what you on about. So on UK cars, they have a mirror here, and then the luxury model like Adam's down the bottom of the workshop has passenger mirror on the door as well. And then the later models have them bolted into the top of the door like a normal mirror. Now, this car is a possibility because I've smoothed all the holes off. Do I put mirrors here? Now, the other thing that I kind of knew might be a problem is that on the import models, the Thailand cars, the Japanese cars, and all the ones that are miles away, even some of the American cars, is the indicator or side light is here. So this is a UK car only job, but I wanted to keep it just because I wanted to keep a little bit of the heritage of the car, being it's a UK car. Now, if I'm going to put these mirrors on, this is going to have to line up because it's going to drive me nuts. I did look at a few cars online, and there is a couple that are here, there's a couple that are there, so it doesn't really matter where it is. I don't like, yeah, I suppose it does in a way because you don't want to be able to see, but I think I'll be able to see from there. But do I run these mirrors, or do I run the really tall mirrors? Like, I mean, you can buy, these are the ones off the red car, which are a bit rough. Looks like they've been painted with a bloody spoon and stuff like that. But I could clean them all up and paint them again and get all the cleaner hardware and stuff and like put them back on. Or do I run the other mirrors? Now, I need you to decide as soon as I can really, because the show's obviously in a couple of weeks, and we'd like to decide whether to put these on or not. Do you think it's a good look? Like so again, like on some cars I follow in Japan, they look really, really cool, and the big bonus for them for me is I'll be able to see, which would be nice. So let me know your thoughts on that, and we'll go from there. So anyway, we'll get back into the rest of the episode, and yeah, just leave a comment and see what your thoughts are on that, just to give me your opinion, because like if it looks cleaner without, I'd rather not drill any holes, but if it looks pretty cool with them on, I don't mind, you know, it's only holes in it, so. Right, some small jobs just been done. We've now fitted the washers into, got all the washers working. That was a job that I hadn't done yet, so that's all plumbed in now. Now the carpet has all been done. The other job that was just annoying me was, see there's at the vents here, you could just see a bit of the cream, obviously where this was cream. I just blacked that out so it kind of takes your eye off it a little bit. Next little problem we found is with the wheels that I've welded on the back of here. This one has got a ridiculously slow leak. So the only place it can be leaking from is the weld. So I'm going to take that off, going to put a load of PSI in that tyre. I'm going to drop it in a water tank, see where it's leaking. Take the tyre off, then and then we can try and fix the leak, and then we'll get on to getting a new welder set up. So yeah, just a few little jobs this weekend on the car, just to make it a bit more further along, and then I'm going to write a list for the race car for the last bits on that, and then go from there. So yeah, we're getting through it. some of you graphics guys were crying at me for doing that. But I'm not a graphics fitter, but got a few little tears in it, but it is a big panel, like a bit of imperfections, but it's doing its job. It hides some of the dents in the roof and it's getting the name out there. Yeah, so there's a finished product. It looks pretty good on there. Definitely gets the name out there a bit more. And again, I want to say a massive thank you to Artec for coming on board and supporting us. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to just get some tips as well with, I mean, we're not all amazing welders or whatever. We're still learning as we go. Every single day we learn. So it is nice to get this kind of equipment, and also, especially as the whole car's been built, well, I'd say pretty much 90% of the car's been built with Artec welder, so it's good. So massive thanks for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, massive thanks to Artec for coming on board. Also, for people that are interested, I actually got Slimmer of the Week at Slimming World this week. So super chuffed. I'm still going a bit more, still got a bit more to go, but it means the car can go faster, I'll fit in it a bit more comfortable, and I feel better in myself. So if you ever thought about doing this for yourself, don't be shy, go and do it. It's well recommended. I'm really glad I did it, and I'm glad that I could go with my mum and my sister and support them too. So make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.